Are you an indie podcast or content creator looking to reach a wider audience? Look no further. Introducing Podcastic, the ultimate podcast network designed exclusively for indie creators like you. At Podcastic, we believe in the power of unique voices and fresh perspectives. We're here to amplify your passion and creativity, connecting you with a growing community of engaged listeners who crave original content. Podcastic is more than just a platform. It's a support system built for indie podcasters, offering a range of resources to help you succeed. From tailored promotional campaigns to professional production assistance, we're here to help you shine. Our intuitive platform makes it easy for you to be seen and heard. We do all the heavy lifting for you. You just show up and create. Plus, with our advanced analytics, you'll gain valuable insights into your audience's preferences, allowing you to refine your content and grow your fan base. Ignite your passion, expand your reach, and thrive with podcasting. Visit our website at www.podcasticlife.com to get started. Podcasting, the home for indie podcasts and content creators.
The content you're about to hear is a part of a paid programming segment. The views, opinions, and statements expressed belong solely to the sponsor and do not reflect those of Podcastic or its host. This segment is for informational and promotional purposes only and should not be considered as advice or endorsement. Listener discretion is advised.
One step closer, you got to get one step closer, closer to love, closer to God, closer to who you want to be in life. Why? You got to get one step closer, closer to love, closer to God, closer to who you want to be in life. Take one step at a time to reach your goals.
Hey everybody, thank you for joining me on another great Thursday of One Step Closer. I'm your host, Chanie Shan, and today is going to be a little bit interesting. It's going to be a little bit different. Today, instead of me being the one that does the interviewing, I will be getting interviewed. So, I will be getting interviewed by my wonderful producer as well as engineer, Miles Dixon. This is why I don't say nice stuff. But no, he's going to be asking me some questions, so we're going to dive into it. So everybody help me welcome Miles Dixon.
Hey. What up, though? I thought today would be a good day to interview Shan. Since she's been doing it, I just got to get her response and her feedback and let the people know that, you know, what we got up going and other things that's in store for her. Mm-hmm. I always keep things secret till when it comes to her because
of course,
she don't
revealed
to keep her on her toes. That's why I do it. Just do it to keep her up on her toes because she needs to be up on her toes.
Always.
Because they think it'd be very huge, really huge.
Yeah. That's the thing. As soon as you think you got something down pack or you think you got it, he switch it. Yeah, okay.
Nope, because that's how you stay on your toes.
Yes.
So anyway,
before we get started, shout out to the nursing school downstairs. Shout out to y'all. I see them walking out in the parking lot, giving hugs, giving praises, shedding tears.
How many people down there crying though because they ain't graduated?
I think they left before the program. Like every time if you don't make it, they let you go before the next. You know, it's the whole process. So the remaining people that made it, I am so proud of you. Proud of my cousin. Mish, keep going. Amen. I love you. Congratulations.
All right, I hate you, Mish. So serious. I'm glad they graduated, but they call it a clap out.
Yes, we literally did just that.
Let's go get the hell out.
We clapped out and everybody is outside now. So, yeah, that's why I said I see all of them congregating. That's what even made me want to make mention.
Them the parents is mad because their kid didn't graduate.
I was up here home back tears.
She didn't even pass my daughter.
Yeah.
She mad because she, anyway.
Nursing school is no joke.
School period ain't no joke.
It's not. I've done school. I've done college. I've done. I was gonna say I've been on the other end of my cousin's, phone calls when she's crying and she's up late and stressful nights and homework out the wazoo and you can't have the abbreviated name. You need the whole medical term name. So Medical school, any type of school, like you said, is not for the weak. So congratulations just to the class of 2025 in general.
That's how Miles Media School gonna be. It's not gonna be for the weak.
Oh, I like that. No punk. I like that name.
Miles Media. Most definitely. Thank you very much.
Miles Media.
Miles Media Group. So, Shan, you've been doing this for how long now?
This particular show, are you talking about?
No, this particular show, your show.
I've been doing this since, May 1st.
May, June, July.
Yeah, we are now in August.
4 months. And you've been getting down. You've done some great interviews.
Thank you. Thank you to everybody who stopped by to sit at the table and join me. I appreciate y'all.
Yeah, and I would ask anybody who is interested in being on the show, you can always hit Chanie up or hit me up. To be a part and get your story told as well.
Yes.
Who was your first? I'm gonna throw a quiz in.
Gotta stay ready.
Who was the first person you interviewed?
Mama Shu.
Oh, dope.
I'm gonna stay on it, Mama Shu, and it's funny because I was so nervous. I'm like, I wanna do this for Mama Shu. I wanna be but it turned out to be a very great interview.
Yeah.
Mama Shu was a great person. I've met her on many occasions prior to my interview, so I don't even know why I was so nervous. But nonetheless, I love Mama Shu, everything that she is doing for the Avalon Village, for her community, and she's being that beacon of light. So I definitely commend her on everything that she's doing and wish nothing but great blessings for everything that's to come.
Blessings on blessings on blessings.
Okay.
So what was one of your favorite, most memorable moments or advice that you had took from her or gems that she dropped on you on the show?
So it wasn't during the show, but immediately after. She gave me praise on being a very good interviewee. Interviewer. But but she did drop some gems on me on, how I should kind of go about, structuring my show, organizing my show. Okay. So I took all of that into great consideration because, of course, 4 months in, it's always room to grow, always room to, expand. Okay. And people that are, in that area, in that realm and have been doing it, you can definitely learn from them. So she did tell me, some gems that I have taken into consideration. So that was really memorable. The fact that she gave me feedback. So
I ain't gonna let you go that easy. So what was give me one of the gems. I always think people lying. So give me one gem.
Ooh. Well, what she said was, as far as just the questioning, like how to kind of format the questions, to ask people to more so keep them engaged and more so kind of structuring it to go with the flow of the show. Not to kind of hop around, but to more so make things more personable, whether that's, kind of going into depth about certain questions, knowing the particular format on how to ask them. Also, one of the things she was just saying was just be coachable, showing up, be coachable, be ready. I feel like those are gems that we definitely can go by. And she definitely takes pride in taking her pain and turning it into purpose.
That's right. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Speaking of taking pain into purpose, shout out to Rhea Conley from Robert Rio.
Yes.
You also interviewed her.
Yes. No, I haven't interviewed Miss Rhea yet.
Oh, okay.
Miss Rhea just be in the comments. I would love to have Miss Rhea on. She did explain that Thursdays is her work day, so we're gonna have to work something out though. Would love to have Miss Rhea on.
Okay, well, we're going to have to work that out. I think that'd be dope.
Miss Rhea be in the comments and all of that. She'd be supporting. You would think that I had her on, so I appreciate you, Miss
That was
Rhea.
because of the Rising Ground Morning Show when we was talking about her head, right?
Yeah.
I mean, her injuries and stuff. So,
yeah, thank you.
One of my favorite interviews that you did, honestly, of course, was with Brother Bedford. But before that was like one of my first mentors with Jewel.
That was a great one.
Jewel, what was some of the memorable things that you remembered about y'all interview?
One of the biggest things that I remember about our interview was him telling me to kind of stop putting emphasis on my illness, kind of feeding into it, giving it life. Just different wordings and things that I would say. Just be careful on the things that you put out into the atmosphere and don't claim what's going on. As far as your condition, rise above it, kind of stay prayed up. And follow your walk, follow your journey, stay consistent.
And one thing people don't know too much about your illnesses was one of the reasons why I was pressuring you to do your show. Can you explain what you have going on?
Yes. So rhabdomyolysis and/or polymyositis is the terminology for it. It kind of can be interchangeably used, both words, but it's pretty much the breakdown of my muscles and things like that. It's my immune system attacking itself, and it's fighting itself, not in a good way that your body should just normally fight off things. It's actually attacking. So it's breaking down the muscles, making them weak, things of that nature. So I do have to get infusions that are given to me by my nurse via IV every 3 weeks. So that would be twice a month. And then I do infusions that are every 6 months that I have to do 1 week. And then I go back 2 weeks later, do another round. Those last about 5-6 hours. The first round of infusions lasts about 2 hours, 30 minutes, closer to 3. And I do also have to take oral medicine as well. Shout out to the prednisone, doing what it's doing. I know these things aren't ideal to stay on long term, but they definitely do help me, be able to have mobility, to move around and be as independent as I can.
Got you. So has there ever been a point that you really felt like quitting, just like not dying or suicidal thoughts, but hey, you always just thought about, man, I don't want to do nothing?
Oh yeah, for sure.
So how do you come about that?
To be honest with you, I had to pray. I had to pray my way out of it. And I know that sounds cliche, but in those moments where I was really having to sit with myself and take everything in, and I really had the time to sit with myself, and it was just me and God. I had to pray to him. I would pray, can you give me the strength? Can you take this pain away? Can you change my mindset? Can you, take this away from me? Like, those are the things and those are the prayers that I was asking for. So just being like, hey, I know it's rough right now, but, just gradually, and then me starting to kind of get better gave me a sense of having that light at the end of the tunnel. So.
Gotcha. That's dope. So you decided to do One Step Closer. Mm-hmm. And the fact why you're doing One Step Closer, you have other shows that you produce and you engineer, right?
Yes.
Have you learned from the things that you produce and engineer to make your show better?
To make my show better, you said as far as like a producer or engineer side?
Or just have to come up, basically, you're right, I do that. Well, have you thought of things that you see that can make it better?
I guess just having an open line of communication with your producer and engineer, allowing them to...
Okay, I'm working on that. Damn. Go ahead.
No, allowing them to, be able to make the necessary moves as they see fit. Even if it's not something, that you see in the beginning, you just learn to trust them and give them, sole proprietorship over.
But you said proprietorship.
No, I didn't.
You do have to. You do definitely have to learn how to trust your producer.
Yeah, that's big for me because, like you said, with me being the one that does that for other shows, it's like, okay, people depending on me, they're entrusting me to bring their show to life and to give them what they're asking for. So for me to just take my hands completely off and let you take the lead, it's a thing.
Yeah, definitely a thing. We need to talk to today because I got somebody who wants to come on, but they can't come on live, so they want to do pre-recording. So yeah, listen. So Chanie, now without biasness. No, I'm not even going to do that to you.
Look, here we go.
I'm not going to do that to you.
Is it going to be movie related?
No.
Because we can wrap that up.
No, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely not movie related.
We can wrap that up.
But I would like to say the fact that you have a support system, make sure that you just seen her clap it out.
Yeah.
She used to call in until she got engulfed into the school. She's like, look, I can't do nothing.
Okay, listen, I didn't even get a chance to talk to her for real.
So do you see yourself wanting to do more or take one step closer further in the sense of look at other avenues? I just not started putting your press kit out here.
Oh, that's so
I got a few responses from people all over the country. And they ready. They really want to know who you are. What advice would you give to people who want to start their own podcast?
Just do it. And it's easier said than done, because trust me, I was that one, teeter-tottering. Should I do it? Should I not? Should I do it? I want to do it.
She was doing that when 3 people was with her.
When I tell you, literally, it was a struggle for me, because I was so focused on the right time and wanting to do it at the right moment and have the right people backing me and, the views. And I was just thinking about all the wrong stuff. When I actually started to kind of get out here and interview people, and people started to see what my show was, it was like, whoa, like, thank you for giving that platform to be able to talk and share. And, so literally just get started. There is never the right time. The time is now.
There you go. Ooh,
so
just, but listen, she don't act like she be listening. Yeah. She be listening. Okay, go ahead.
But yeah, I would say just do it. Do it scared. Do it ready. Do it on shaky ground. Just do it, and it'll flourish from there. You take one step, gotta follow you along the way,
and get you one step closer.
Get you one step.
I don't know what that means.
That 8 to 8. You're right.
She grabbing flies out the air. But no,
that we changed it for the show.
Something we changed anyway. So dealing with one step closer. Do you feel you getting one step closer on breaking the ceiling for your first stage of more to come? I
do. I feel it in my spirit that in my shanana that something big is going to be happening, is going to be coming, an opportunity of whatever sort is going to be coming. It's just a matter of me kind of just staying humble, staying consistent, and just showing up and remaining coachable is the main thing. But yes, I do definitely see some big things coming for me.
Okay.
I feel like this is just only the beginning, and I feel like my reward and my blessings will come from me just being open and transparent about what's going on with me and giving God the glory of the person that I am right here, right now.
Yes. So speaking of one step closer, at one particular time during your situation when you first got sick, you could not walk.
I could not walk. Oh, that was a scary feeling.
Wow. Did you ever think you'd be able to walk again?
No, because of how weak I was. I couldn't even hold myself up. I couldn't take one step down the stair without my whole body kind of literally, like, if you can think about it, just like a loose body, a loose noodle. Like, if I was to step down the stair, like, I'm going down with it, to the point where when I did go down the stairs, I had to literally, like, it was like a bear hug. Like, I had to be held from my core to my back, and I had to be held real tight, so that way I wouldn't, fall. So not being able to walk is a thing. So I'm grateful every day that I'm able to. I'm still not able to walk 100%, for those who know, they know. The ones who be around me, but I just want to say thank you to y'all that y'all don't look at me for, what I'm going through, but y'all actually look at me as Shan. Like, I appreciate y'all for that.
I ain't gonna lie, when you drop your phone.
Shout out to you, Dorian.
When you drop your phone, I'm like, she get that shit?
No, I be looking in the street like, who gonna put... No, and that's another thing. On a day-to-day basis, I do kind of fear simple things, like just being by myself and dropping my phone in the middle of the street. I have to kick it to the car or kick it to the side, to be able to hold on to something to pick it up, because I can't bend down, hold my body weight, and get myself back up.
That's what's up. That's the Deacon, ain't it?
Yes.
Man, what up, though, Deacon?
Hey, Dirty Deacon.
Dirty Deacon, freaking Deacon.
How are you?
So, by you having your own podcast now, can you kind of get the feel of what podcasters be talking about, and the producers and the engineer? Can you feel the different, or the division up in between the producers and
I can to a certain extent, but then again, I see a lot of similarities, because all of those particular roles are just all, connected towards making a good show or having a good production, So it's, of course, everybody has their lanes. Make sure the camera's good, make sure the board is good. I make sure I got the content together, but essentially we're trying to work together to create that dynamic show. So.
Right. So right now, what's one of your favorite podcasts that you involved with or not involved with?
One of my favorite podcasts, I would probably have to say, is Raw But Real. Only because I like to get the male and female perspective of things because it's always going to be different. And I like that. Of course, it's going to be different.
It's gonna, right? What? But go ahead. We talk about it.
You know what? The Rise and Grind morning show.
Thank you.
Listen. You know how you always try to be humble. You never want to say your stuff first.
No, I'm going to say my stuff first. Go ahead.
Thank you so much, Dorian. I thank you and I receive that. And I do believe that. I wholeheartedly believe that I will get better. And that was one of the trickiest parts about this and still going through this as my journey. I don't know what that better actually looks like. I don't know if I'm essentially working to get back to kind of how I was, working past that to be the newer version of me, or just kind of, taking it and dealing with it and gradually getting better. I don't know what the new norm looks like for me now. So, that's a big step because I've lived with myself my whole life. I'm just now meeting this girl or this woman at this stage in my life. That's different. So it's a journey. So
do you look at this situation is making you better as a person and or as a producer?
Yes, definitely make me better as a person. Not saying that I just took life for granted, but of course I'm young. So I didn't think about one day in my, 20s being able to wake up and not being able to utilize my limbs, my core. So just being more thankful, being more grateful, extending more grace.
Yes.
Is a thing because I used to be one of those ones to where if people took a little bit too long crossing the street, I would swear that they were doing it on purpose. Until it was me having to really take my time across the street. And then I'm just like, oh, these people were probably just moving as quickly as they could. And I'm thinking, I stopped for you. You could pick up a little speed. But it might have been the best that they had. So just learning to have a little bit more grace and everything isn't what it is.
Is it grace or compassion?
Grace and empathy.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I got you. So dealing with One Step Closer. We went over Jewel, went over Mama Shoe. How about when you interviewed Fingers? What did you expect when I said his name was Fingers?
I didn't expect that. I just expect him to maybe be crafty with his hands, do music, things like that. But when I actually
he had no hands.
Seen that, it was just like, whoa. And the first thing that you don't want to do, is come off as offensive. So I'm like, hey, is there anything that we don't need to discuss? He said, no, I'm an open book. And that was commendable for me because he was willing to share his story. He wanted to get it out there. He had accepted, his life, but he wasn't letting that dictate his life. He was still living. Yeah. He's married. He has kids.
And he can shoot a gun.
I'm sure. He was up here on his phone, y'all. He was doing everything.
And in case y'all don't know, Fingers is a good friend of mine. Mm-hmm. He only had one finger on each hand. And one toe on each foot.
Yeah. And he's doing everything as me and you would. And it's just commendable to see because it's like you're not your story. And Edward said, sound like you've had your own personal pandemic. Thank God for grace and favor. You'll continue to be a blessing by sharing with us. Thank you so much, Edward. I do appreciate and receive that. And I do think so. That's why I said I feel like I'm getting better by telling my story because I used to shy away from it in the beginning of this. Me and my cousin, we were just talking about it. She was like, you wouldn't come to the family functions or events or nothing like that. I'm like, no, because I isolated myself. I wanted to be alone. I didn't know what this was. I wasn't normal in my head. I was still processing it. I didn't, being able to walk and not walk. I was in a wheelchair, having to pull up to doctor's appointments. It wasn't no events. It was just getting out of the house to try to see what was going on with me.
Yeah. And you know what? This is what me and
Thank
Chanie.
You, Cal.
And this is what me and Shan said. Even if we don't have a guest, we still gonna bring y'all a good show.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. We express this. Consistency is going to win overall. Mm-hmm. If you're not consistent, it's like when you stop and start, you got to start all over again, trying to regain the people who was there. Now you're only regaining the people who was there and not gaining no more. So we're gonna continue this thing.
Yeah.
And I
gonna push them
keep hitting her in the back of the head because
he hit me in the back of the head.
Yeah.
God come down with his good sandal, slap me in the back of the neck. Get it together. Yeah.
Get it together.
But I'm definitely grateful to even be able to be on this platform and share my story and share my testimony and allow others to be able to be on this platform and do so as well. Because when I tell you I was nervous, when I tell you I thought that this was going to be a 30-minute ordeal, Miles was like, listen, it's going to be fine. And that's goes back to my advice. Just start the podcast.
Yeah,
just start the show, start the business, write the lyric, write the song.
Speaking of writing the lyrics of the song, when you gonna start? Okay.
Good afternoon, Richard.
Yeah,
Good afternoon. Thank you so much for watching.
Right.
But I do want to get in my music bag at some point in the game.
Oh, you can sing?
Yeah, I can sing.
Oh, there you go.
I was just about to say my normal, just a little bit.
Yeah.
But no, I can sing. I haven't had any like professional training, anything like that. It's just kind of, I want to say, a gift that has happened. I've sung in a choir. I've sung at school. We went to competitions as far as Kalamazoo to go against different choirs. We've won that, things like that. High school, Glee, concert choir. So music has just been kind of one of those things to where I stick beside it, it stick beside me. And that was one of the things that actually got me through when I was in that house by myself and looking at those four walls. Music, gospel music that was uplifting, inspirational, to let me know that this isn't it. I can keep pushing, I can keep growing.
Definitely.
Yeah. And those tears I feel like that I cried, it just helped water my growth, helped water my success.
The water's in the bucket.
Yeah, it was a lot of them. That's what it helped me grow.
With Dixon, it sounds like you ready to be outside. Oh, Dixon, she been outside, brother.
Sounds like you ready to be outside. Listen.
She like the crocodile hunter. She been outside already.
Listen, I'm outside a little bit, and then I am back in. I do be having to tell myself, like, Shane, you still young, go outside. You Sister Mary Clarence.
Anyway, no, we ain't gonna put that on her. She ain't running from nobody. So look, Chanie, when it comes down to also, I introduced you to one of my mentors. Right? He taught us a word to stop saying. Mentor, what word is that?
Jenga.
Jenga. Yeah, Jenga is a...
It's just certain things you just don't forget.
Right. African-centric word meaning wisdom, spiritual guidance, things like that. So I thought that was a nice learn. I didn't learn that. He never shared that with me, so I think that's dope.
And you see how I picked up, I'm like,
he
Jenga.
shared something with you that he never shared with me, and I just think that's dope.
And that was real. And the fact that he was an open book, too. He came on, he dropped gems. He wasn't afraid to answer the questions. He wasn't going around them. He gave gems. That whole podcast was really filled with gems from start to finish. And I want to thank him personally for taking the time out of his busy schedule to be available.
But if you can, but that's what your producer do. Your producer provides. Provides. So this is what Rhea said. She said, "Hey, Shan, I'm riding back from the water park with the kids.
Shout out Cam.
Have a great show."
Thank you so much, Miss Rhea. I appreciate you. Love you as always.
Yes.
Rhea, my girl. I don't care. I love her.
Rhea is so dope.
She is. Usually Scorpios are. No shade, no tea.
We dope.
Yeah, we are.
We dope because we do dope shit.
I swear.
Shout out
Love on y'all Scorpios today.
Yes. Cash App, $Podstream.
That's how they gonna show they love. That's funny.
$Podstream, okay? PODSTREAM, Podstream.
Say for the third time for the people in the back.
If you ain't hear me. So, with Brother Bedford, it was so many gems in there. What was some? Give me 3 bullet points you learned from Brother Bedford. I wrote down 13, but go ahead.
Bullet points from Brother Bedford. Well, okay. One of the things from Brother Bedford is sometimes over preparing is not good. And I feel like that's my thing, because the emphasis on him only being able to interview a person and only having enough time to write down 5 questions. And sometimes I do have my notes and things like that, but sometimes just kind of having those solid questions and knowing how to ask the right questions and being engaged and being involved in those rooms, that can take you really where you need to be. Like, you don't need all of the extra stuff. That was one of the key points, because it was just like, wow, like, you were confident that 5 questions, and you know how quick 5 questions can go in an interview. You were confident enough to know that you had the wherewithal to be able to kind of, make that interview last. So that was one of the biggest things. Another thing that, of course, I gotta get with it, but he was just saying, just reading. Was one of the things that he did drop a few gems on books as far as business and, as far as becoming millionaires and how to think and how to change your ideology. That was a big one as well. And then as far as just yes, definitely he was amazing. And even when it came to Brother Bedford with the business, he made mention of, he always had the entrepreneur mindset. So I just feel like if it's in you to do, start. Like I said, if you have the entrepreneur mindset and you want to go for it, you can do it. Prime example, we see live in the flesh. Miles have never punched a clock. Brother Bedford said that he, from a little, a young person, had a ideology or mindset of entrepreneurship. So he didn't really do the job set up. So it's like, when it's in you, and what's in you have to come out. But it can come out with, mentors or people of the like mind or like area that you're in.
That was dope. See,
thank you.
You think quick on your feet.
Yeah.
So
have to.
Another person. Who else did you interview?
I interviewed Kool-Aid. I interviewed
Kool-Aid.
Yes.
AYV.
Yes, I interviewed Dice.
Dice interview was dope. What did you learn about Dice that you did not know?
I didn't even know about him dealing with his, health challenge, health scare, things like that. I didn't know anything about that. But I do want to shout out Dice for being very strong in the community. And one thing that I commend Dice on is he wants to be the opposite. So what he didn't have, or, the resources that he didn't have, he want to take that and make those available for the community and the youth now. And the fact that he pours into kids, because you hear a lot of people saying, oh yeah, you want to do this, but what are you doing to actually make it happen? Or yeah, you saying this, but where your boots on the ground at? And it's like, Dice is an example of how to do a 360, how to take, what you didn't have or the life before the past and change it into a purpose and moving forward. So that was one of the most commendable things with Dice, is how much he pours and gives. And the fact that he had his birthday party be at a church. We usually used to bring in the city out to the clubs, to the brunches, to the bars, to the...
Exactly. He had me there.
You see what I'm saying?
He had me there.
Oh, Lord. Got him out the house.
Got me to go to church.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Church in the morning.
And I'm sure the word that was said on that day touched a lot of people.
It touched me.
Touched a lot of people.
Me and my shana.
Yeah, and that's only giving you confirmation, like, yeah, this is where you need to be. These are the spaces to where you need to be in, not always. And I'm not saying don't go out, don't go have fun, but also have your time where you spend it with God and you putting into Him too.
Oh, listen to you. Praise God.
Go back and watch this.
Look at the glory. So overall, we're looking for some women too to want to come out and tell their story.
Yes, please.
Miss Rhea, we need you on here.
Yes.
It could be next Thursday or this Thursday, or the following Thursday. Just let me know what Thursday you're available, and that way you can tell them you can't take the kids to the water park. So
yes, y'all enjoy it.
Still enjoy.
Me and Miss Rhea will be toe up.
Y'all gonna be crying.
We're gonna be crying the whole show.
I'm like tissue. No, they need a mop.
No,
we need a mop. We need a mop on aisle 6.
But and that's another thing too. Just kind of because to be honest with you, this was starting with podcasting was one of the main things that I did while still, very much going through my condition, and I was nervous to get back out into the world and talk to people, communicate with people. I feel like I had lost social skills and eye contact because I didn't have to look at nobody, or I wouldn't want to look at nobody, or I would always more so look down because I'm like, okay, I feel like people saw what I was going through rather than seeing me. So I would always look down, or I would look away. So being at Podcastic, this was one of the first things that kind of brought me out of my shell. When I first got here, people know I was more reserved and quiet, and and it wasn't because I was being shy. It was just me really accepting, like, okay, you back into the world again. Like, you can do this. I just want to say thank y'all for just being who y'all are. Thank y'all for loving on me and supporting me and just being great people. Like, I appreciate y'all so much. And it's just crazy what being around like-minded people will do for you. How much that can change, how much people can pour into you. And it start off innocent, but you can't fake energy, can't deny a vibe. And I've connected with a lot of people here. And a lot of these people that I communicate with has become much more than co-hosts, much more than just friends. They've become family. They've become the type of people that you be like, hey, let me know when you make it home. And if they don't, you hitting a line like, did you make it home? You good? And that's the type of love that I can appreciate and really say thank you for, because little do y'all know, each and every day y'all heal me in ways that y'all don't even know, understand, or anything. It just be like, wow. Like, in the times that y'all really give me my flowers, which everybody has their own time individually, I feel it. I feel it, and I in return try to show up and love on y'all and be there for y'all in that same capacity. So
that's what's up.
Yes.
Look at you all grown up and stuff. Todd said,
I know
you're too strong and stubborn to stay down.
Thank you. And that was the thing. I was determined to get back. Like, even after every time I would fall, I would get mad, I would cuss, and I had to get back up. Fall again. Close
the door.
I fell in a podcasting studio. Okay. I told Miles, hey, just love you too, Miss Rhea. I was just like, hey, just close the door. Let me figure out how I'm gonna get up. It took me a little time, but just let me figure out how I'm gonna get up. And I got up and I was good. But that's the thing.
Let me help you. No. Close the door, man.
Because I'm so sorry. I just didn't want nobody to see me, because then you get let me up. But no, the stubbornness in me, it was just like, I can't keep doing this. I can't keep falling. I don't want to. So it changed my mindset. And I think that was one of the biggest things, though, with my condition, because I'm the only child and I'm used to doing a lot of things alone and by myself.
Oh, just admit that you're stubborn.
I'm stubborn, but it did allow me to understand that people really do care. Like, people are really in your corner. They do want to help you. You don't have to do this thing called life alone.
Not by yourself.
And that was a breath of fresh air.
That's what's up. Hey, so we about to get out of here.
Okay.
That was you answered some great questions. I still have some more, but I'm gonna save them for the next time when we're alone on air, because it's some things that need to be said. Rhea said, "Who's cutting? Somebody cutting onions?"
Okay.
Yes,
I just know how I
You know what? I can honestly say, I guess I have been stubborn in my life,
and it's okay.
But I have never been stubborn to the point to where I didn't want nobody's help.
That's me.
No,
though.
I'm lying. Let me take the back of the line.
I took pride in saying that I didn't need the help.
Until I had a stroke.
Yeah, that'll do it.
That stroke showed me, like, oh, you don't need nobody help.
Oh, okay.
Guy like,
Bad.
Go ahead.
Bad. Now you gotta ask for help.
Guy like, run.
It was really like that. It'll be
Jesus.
You know what? It'll be a very humbling.
Why you ain't tell me I had this shit all on my? You know what? Hey,
it's not that bad.
It's bad.
I just looked down. It's not that bad. Well, that's a bigger screen. Not we see in here, but yeah, you guys don't do it alone. We can't do it alone. That's really the ideology. But I guess growing up the only child and you know, like, of course I have my cousins and family and things like that, but I grew up the only child. So I was always used to looking out for me. I was always the, if you want to call it, the responsible one, the parent in the group. I was the one to where people would come to me for advice and things like that about problems. So I was just used to, I guess, people coming to me, and in that moment, I needed people, and I just want to say thank you to my village that showed up during that time, after that time, and even now.
They showed up and showed out. Hey, y'all, thank y'all for joining us on this episode of One Step Closer with Shan, the one and only. All right, then, Shan, anything else you got to say?
Yes, I just wanted to encourage you guys that on today and every day, you are one step closer. We will see you next week. Peace.
One step closer, you got to get one step closer. Closer to love, closer to God, closer to who you want to be in life. Why? You got to get one step closer. Closer to love, closer to God, closer to who you want to be in life. Take one step at a time to reach your goal.